4 steps to live a fulfilling life daily guide. Step 1. To live a fulfilled life is to live each day you have been blessed with and not in the future. Because no man and no one knows his or her time and hour. Being mindful that it was not by your will you woke up this morning. Although many would like to think so, each day we are blessed with is by God's will. So stop worrying about what you can't control tomorrow, next week, next month and next year, even though it was not promised to you. That is the reason why many do not live a fulfilling life and their lives are in a potter worrying about tomorrow, which was not promised, instead of the present, which is a promise because you're living it. Fulfillment in life is to live each day as if it's your last day, appreciating the day given. Step 2. Make sure you are following divine rules according to life's purpose. Each one of us must be a light in the world on our life path. This is done by encouraging love, kindness, peace, blessing, and helping others if we can. A fulfilling life is found through the wisdom given by God. There must be wisdom and knowledge before there can be true comfort. People must see their misery and peril together, with the remedy provided and how to make use of it. They need to understand their duty to themselves and how to fulfill it. They may then be sure that joy will result from such practical knowledge which affects the heart. And there is relevance in the order in which these gifts are mentioned. First wisdom, then knowledge, and joy. The wisdom and knowledge God gives relate not only to spiritual things but also to the ability to manage outward things aright, meaning in the physical world also. Matthew chapter 6 verse 25 tells us, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them." Step 3. Learn to be content with God's guidance daily. He knows your need and your time. I am a witness to his words and promise like many. I was lost but now I am found. Was lost through lack of the right knowledge, living by the flesh only, blinded by the physical eyes and what only the physical eyes can see. But now I see, living in the truth reality, which brings light and wisdom into my life, to living a fulfilled life which I am living, after applying the teaching and principles connecting to one's higher self. Since living my life through God's eyes, my life has changed tremendously in all areas. By learning to trust in him, for it was through him, not family, friends, partners or the system of things I survive life's daily traps, of injustices, betrayals, envy, hate, curses, and death misses, by the many wolves in sheep's clothing in the world, today playing God with others' life. Step 4. His words are guidance and protection in your life to be able to live a fulfilled life. Testify of his goodness, existence, power, and mercy that brought me through all the plans of evil planned against my life, like many before and after, whose lives were changed by their faith in God, sticking to his words and principles to a T, just like David, Anna, Jacob, Job, Moses, and many more generation after generation. These rules can also come to pass in our lives today, no matter the year. The Bible said we are created for God's pleasure. What makes us to be fulfilled is doing the will and pleasure of God, no matter how difficult. In the first 10 verses of John chapter 10, Jesus addresses this important topic. He is discussing his role as the good shepherd, and in verse 10 states his purpose on earth. I came so that they could have life. Indeed, so that they could have life to the fullest. How does God say we should live? Hebrews chapter 12 verse 14. Strive for peace with everyone, and for the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. The good news. The best way to bring God to others is to live a peaceful, compassionate life. Before someone can expect that full and satisfying provision which God gives to his children, they must first be made good in God's sight, by reconciliation with him, having Christ's righteousness imputed, and the renewal of one's nature. Taste his goodness for yourself, not by the words of others, but by your own experience, like I did. Whatever the best of men receive from God has not been procured by them or merited by any goodness they have. It is all a gift. This is true, even of those who are accepted as righteous in his sight and whose character and way are most sincere. Even those who are good in God's sight are given wisdom. Every further degree of grace is a new gift to such a person. The wisdom and knowledge God gives relate not only to spiritual things but also to the ability to manage a fulfilling life. Don't forget to like for a life, representing liking and giving life back to someone. Because every time you leave a like, you are telling YouTube this message is good for you, and they can pass it on to more people. By doing this you will help to bless thousands and thousands of people worldwide. I desire to see everyone live a happy and comfortable life. We rise by helping each other. That's why it's important to leave your like now. And click the bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded to Spiritual Eye subscribers.